morning. Today's September 6th, 2018. Welcome to First Cup. My name's Jeremy, and this is my first cup of coffee. Right out of the coffee pot, very hot. It's getting darker. Now, to be fair, I'm doing this a little bit earlier than normal. It's just about 6 a.m. But last night was the first night I noticed how dark it was earlier. I didn't like it. I'm not ready. But on the flip side, it was also 90 degrees yesterday. What's that about? It's September. Come on, Mother Nature. I think I complained about the heat yesterday morning. Oh well. Had a hard time sleeping. I don't sleep well on nights when the day was hot. I even hooked up, well, I ran both air conditioners before bed and kept the windows shut, and it cooled off. The house is fine, but I think just being that warm that much of the day did not work out well for me. It's Thursday, right? Yes, today is Thursday. Cool. That's exciting. So this is the first week in a while where I feel like I'm pretty much catching up. I mean, I've got some stuff that, there's always more to do, right? And that's the challenge. I've talked about that before, figuring out what not to do. But even the stuff that isn't, excuse me, critically important, the stuff that's mild or moderately important, the stuff that I want to get to, a lot of that's getting done. And with the way tomorrow looks, Friday is usually my catch-all day. I don't tend to schedule too much for Fridays because quite often I'm traveling. Right? If I'm going to an event that's a little bit further away, I'll leave on Friday. Sometimes I'll leave Friday in the morning just to make it a little bit more relaxed and pretend I'm going for personal reasons. But I'm not going anywhere this weekend. And that means I've got Friday to get work done. There's a lot of work, but it looks like there's even more time. So, fingers crossed that when I sign off from work on Friday, I will be done with work. Obviously, there's plenty more scheduled for next week. Yeah, it's going well. What happened yesterday? There was something else that showed up yesterday. Oh, another sample. Yeah. You guys are probably sick of hearing me talk about samples so vaguely. I'm sorry. Not really. A little bit. I want to go back to bed. I'm sleepy. I might be a little crabby about it. Yeah. Oh well. Sorry. Coffee is good. It's good. Coffee is really good. I don't know. That's what I can say. So what do I do when I'm tired? When I'm kind of fried? I'm not fried emotionally. Like the vacation I took last week, as short as it was, really did help. Ooh. When I'm tired like this, I prioritize. I make really sure that I'm fair to myself and I prioritize. Because you know what? Being tired or getting sick or being overwhelmed, those are all going to happen. The harder you work, the more you work, the more likely those things are to happen. So on a day like this where I'm tired, and I know I've got some space tomorrow, I can shift some things, I might take 1 or 2 hours of work and move it over. And I might take a little bit more frequent break. Or maybe lunch is a little longer, or maybe I knock off work a little earlier. There's a lot of options. But I mean, let's face it, why do we go into business for ourselves? Why do we work for ourselves? It's supposedly so we have that flexibility. But most of us forget that very quickly. We get so focused on the goal. It's good to remember it once in a while. Oh, you hear that? Those were my knuckles. My body is stiff. I need a massage. I get one tomorrow. I'm a huge believer in massage as recovery and care. I think finding a good massage therapist and working with someone is important. And whether that's, you're doing shorter 30-minute massages as a result of injury or near injury, which is great and probably the most economical way you can use massage. Or for me, I try to go once a month. I work with different therapists depending on what I'm needing. Tomorrow's a little more general. Actually, it's a friend of mine, and we're doing some trade. Gonna help her out with some things, and yeah, it's good stuff. Massage is good stuff. I also am a big fan of chiropractic, of acupuncture, of just general movement. I find that the more time I spend with good strength training, and the more my body is balanced and muscles are getting stronger, the less my body hurts. Now, I might get sore from the workout, but I don't hurt as much because a lot of the pain that we experience is from muscle imbalances. And, think about it. We sit at a desk and our shoulders kind of tend to roll forward much of the day. But, for me, part of my workout routine involves back exercise. Pulls my shoulders back. And, yeah, I don't hurt as much. A lot of people will claim they don't have the time, the energy, whatever, for more, right? For a strength training program. I would argue if you don't have one, you probably don't have time not to have one. There are very few people who live their lives that are active enough and that aren't going to create muscle imbalances. If you look at all the things that are important about movement, exercise as they relate to health, the one that checks the most boxes is strength training. Strength training increases your metabolism, it reduces fat, and on and on. I'm too tired to make a list. But just consider it. Okay. In martial arts, we tend to do some basic calisthenics, but it's not balanced. It's not even close to balanced. So, you could do 100 push-ups a day and maybe get great at push-ups, but I'll guarantee you we'll find some imbalances in the way the musculature is on your body if that's all you're doing for strength. So, and when you do your push-ups, touch your chest to the floor. It's one of my pet peeves. It drives me nuts. Okay. So here's a minute left. I'm not going to challenge you to go out and start lifting weights if you don't. It's not really the kind of stuff I want to ask you to do as part of this show. What I will ask you to do is to go find one thing on your schedule, and if not today, maybe in the next couple of days, something you were planning on doing, something that you don't need to do, something that is unimportant. I want you to either cancel it or reschedule it and do something more important. I want you to be honest about that. I want you to find something more important that you can do in the same amount of time. How you define importance is entirely up to you. Okay. All right. Oh, there's junk in my eyeball. There it is. Okay. We just reconnected. Silly internet. Stupid Comcast. All right, now I'm going to go. Hope you have a great day.